How you doing, folks? This is Eddie Lazzari with Educated Veteran. Today's code word is pillars. Pillars. Okay. Today we're going to talk about what are the 4 pillars that all recruiters and hiring managers are looking for, whether it be in your resume, your cover letter, or even in an interview, whether it be a phone interview, an in-person interview, whatever the case may be. There are 4 things that hiring managers and recruiters are looking for, regardless of position they're trying to fill, industry, demographics, location. It does not matter. There are 4 main things. There may be other smaller things that they are also looking for, but by and large, there are 4 main things that all recruiters and hiring managers are looking for. And when I coach people and I ask the question, what are the 4 things recruiters and hiring managers are looking for, either people don't know or people start naming things like education, experience, skill set. And you know what? Those things are important to some degree, but at the end of the day, as a recruiter, as a hiring manager, I can train you how to do something. I can provide you with the skill sets needed to perform your job. I can do that. I can send you to school. I can get you certificate programs. I can get you, in-house training. I can have you sit down. I can assign you a mentor. I mean, there's a lot of things that I can do as a hiring manager to make sure that you have the proper skill sets and experience needed to be successful at this role. But there are 4 things that you need to bring to the table, 4 things that I'm looking for that you already possess before I even entertain the option of bringing you in for an interview or even, putting your resume in the maybe pile, right? 4 things are, I'm going to go each one individually. The first one is communication. Everybody's like, oh, well, yeah, duh, of course. But you know what? There's a caveat to all 4 of these. And I always start out all 4 of these with the word demonstrated ability. So you have to have the demonstrated ability to communicate effectively, both written and verbal. It's not enough to just put on your resume, I communicate well. Okay, great. Everybody says that. I communicate well, I'm a good listener, I'm a team player, like all of these things. But in the interview and on your resume, how have you demonstrated your ability to do these things? That's what we're looking for. So you need to describe or demonstrate your ability to communicate both written and verbally in your resume and in an interview. Number 2, and I'm going to come back around and tell you different easy ways where you can do this. Number 2 is demonstrated ability to execute. Everybody wants somebody that could come into their organization or their team or their company and be able to execute, actually get the work done. Execute, right? So often I read resumes and it's just a list of things that you do, I run reports and I, look at this analysis and I do, it's like it's a regurgitation of the job description is all it is. I want to understand, how did you execute these things? It's great that you managed the P&L for your company. That's great. You managed it. How did you manage it? How did you execute that? What was that? Was that a weekly? Was that monthly? Was that quarterly? Was that annually? And what did you do during those reports? What decisions were made off that analysis? How did you execute? Your demonstrated ability to execute. That's what we're looking for. Number 3 is to prioritize. I'm sorry, folks. No matter where you go, no matter what company you choose to work for, everybody is trying to do more with less. They just are. We're trying to do more with less, trying to squeeze every little bit out of our employees, right? Try to get more juice with every squeeze. And because of that fact, everybody leaves work undone at the end of the day. Everybody does. If you are lucky enough or fortunate enough to be in a job right now where you actually are able to complete all of your daily work every single day, then either your management's not, applying, additional roles and responsibilities onto you, you're not seeking them, or you're just not a very challenged individual and you probably need to go find something a little bit more challenging to do with your day. If you're going to spend, 40 hours a week doing something, you might as well be a little bit challenged in doing so. But because we know that work's going to be left undone every day, we want to see your demonstrated ability to prioritize the things that need to get done. if you're leaving work undone at the end of the day, what are those things that you're leaving undone? We want to make sure that you're not leaving the things that need to get done undone. Things that impact the bottom line, things that will negatively impact our KPIs, right? You've got to make sure that you're getting the right things done, and you're leaving things that can be done tomorrow for tomorrow. Demonstrated ability to prioritize. And finally, last but not least, demonstrated ability to work well with others. It's not enough to say that you work well with others. I want to see demonstrated ability to work well with others. It's great that you're a leader. It's great that you can lead a team. It's great that you can lead meetings. But you know what? There will come a day where I'm going to need you to also follow. Can you follow? Can you be a part of a team? Can you be part of a group? Can you work well with other people? Because as a hiring manager, 90% of my day is consumed with managing personnel issues, problems, bitches, gripes, complaints. Just because we're all adults doesn't mean we all act like it, and that's just the way it is. It's been that way everywhere I've been. Everyone that I talk to, it's all the same thing. Every manager that I talk to, regardless of level, whether it's, junior level manager, mid-level manager, senior level manager, director, VP, it doesn't matter what level of management, everybody I talk to, they struggle with the same thing. It's high school all over again. And the fewer issues that we've got to field every day, the better it is for us. So if you can't show me your demonstrated ability to work well with others, I'm sorry, I don't care how many skill sets you have, I don't care how much education you have, I don't care about any of that. If you're going to come into my team and you're going to create problems and stir up the hornet's nest and not work well with others and be, self-centered and egotistical, whatever the case may be, whatever it is that you bring to the table, and it's going to disrupt what I've already got going on, and I'm going to get, repeated people in and out of my office every single day, multiple times a day, taken away from the things that I need to get done, taken away from things that other people in my group need to be getting done, then you're just not worth it. You could be a Harvard grad with 50 years of experience. I am not going to bring you onto my team, okay? So, 4 things. Demonstrated ability to communicate, written and verbal. Demonstrated ability to execute. Demonstrated ability to prioritize. You're leaving things undone? Fine. Make sure that you demonstrate your ability to leave the right things undone and getting the right things that you need to get done accomplished. And then 4th, demonstrated ability to work well with others. Now, how do you do this? There's several different ways. Obviously, you're going to need to convey this in your resume, cover letter, in your interview, whether it's an phone interview or in-person interview. And some of the easiest ways you can do this is through social media. If you don't already have a LinkedIn account, you need to get one. You need to build out your profile, and you need to write articles, your own articles. Generate your own thought. Come up with your own idea. Talk about something in your own words. Put a story behind it. It could be a personal story. And in those articles, in those stories, you are demonstrating your ability to communicate verbally and written. You're demonstrating your ability, right? Through stories. You can talk about an experience that you had one time that you struggled with, execution, and how you were able to come to a resolution and ensure that you could talk about a story of one time where, you were giving this huge workload of things to do, and, you had to figure out what was most important so you could prioritize. Now, obviously, you're going to craft it in a neat, kind of intriguing way, but you can write your own articles on LinkedIn, as many as you want, by the way, and you can share them out to other social platforms, because, folks, if a hiring manager and recruiter is serious about considering you for a position within their company, they are going to go to your LinkedIn. They're going to check out publications that you're a part of, that posts that you've written, things that you've shared, groups that you're a part of, your work experience, and other things on your profile. That's just going to be part of it. So you might as well, they're going to do it anyway, so you might as well use that to your advantage. Some things that you can do to help with your demonstrated ability to communicate verbally is do a Facebook Live like I'm doing right now. Pick a topic. I'm picking a topic of 4 pillars that hiring managers and recruiters are looking for in potential candidates. and I've done a small little outline, and I've talked about this in the past with other coaching clients, and I'm going to just share it with you today. So is this perfect? Is it rehearsed? Is it verbatim? No, but it's real, and it's me, and it's my ability to demonstrate how I can convey or communicate a thought or an idea or a message. That's all communication is. So, like I said, there's a lot of different things, and it's all free. Facebook Live is free. LinkedIn profile is free. Facebook posts are free. It doesn't matter. All these platforms are free. You need to use those and work those to your advantage. I hope this has been helpful. I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say about it. At the very beginning of the video, I actually gave a code word. And if you're watching this live, then you probably didn't catch the very beginning and you didn't hear the code word. So you have to go back. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You're going to have to go back and listen and watch the replay of this video to catch the code word. And so now, what do you do with the code word? And people that are watching this probably heard the code word and are like, what the hell's up with the code word? So what do you do with the code word? So this is what you do. Go over to my Instagram. You can find me at Eddie_Lazzari. And find me on Instagram. Follow me. And there'll be a picture of me in my car, just like I am right now. And in the comment section, it'll say 4 pillars, and it'll list these 4 out. Communicate, execute, prioritize, and work well with others. In the comment section, just reply the code word. And once you do that, I'm going to send you a message. And I'm going to send you a link to a free training program that basically walks you through all of this on how to craft a recruiter-ready resume. It talks about everything from how to construct it, how does hiring managers, recruiters look at a resume, what are some things that you should avoid, how do you score your bullet statements? Did you know you can score your own bullet statements so you know that you've got really good, valuable bullet statements within your resume? All of that's included in there, and it's all totally free. So again, go over to Instagram, find me, Eddie_Lazzari. Find a picture of me that says 4 pillars in the comment section. Type in the code word, and I'll send you a link to that free training. Hope you have a fantastic Monday, folks. This is Eddie Lazzari helping you become an educated veteran.